Hey, I've got to keep my voice down because it's 4 in the morning, so I don't want to wake people up. But there was something on my mind and I wanted to say it. I was thinking about knots, like the knots you tie on shoelaces or whatever. And it's a common thought, I know, but it was on my mind for some reason. I had a knot that was difficult to untie, and it was really irritating me, but I had to untie it, so I had to spend quite a bit of time and effort to undo the knot. So it got me thinking about knots itself, knots themselves. A couple of things impressed me about knots. One of the things that impresses me is the method of tying a knot in the first place. It's just really cool to have a piece of string that you then join to another piece of string or whatever. It's really impressive to achieve that and to do that. But I was fiddling with this knot and getting really irritated trying to undo it. And as I said, a couple of things interested me. So the first thing that interested me is the knot itself. So it's quite difficult to undo, it's quite tight, and it achieves a really strong connection, one piece of string to another. And so that is quite impressive and it's quite useful. And so the method of creating the knot is what I mean is the knot when it's completed is quite useful. And the second thing that impresses me, and the thing that impresses me most, the thing that really blows my mind, is the inventions of the butterfly knot. The common knot that you use to tie shoelaces or whatever. That completely blows my mind, more than an ordinary knot. And the thing that blows my mind, that impresses me so much, is not the knot itself. A knot is a knot is a knot. What blows my mind is how we conceived of such a knot in the first place. How did we conceive of the butterfly knot? In other words, how did we know it was possible to create a knot that could be untied easily? Because you would think that if you tied a knot in something in two pieces of string, or one piece of string, whatever, you tied a knot, you would think that that was it. You made the knot, and now you're going to have a really hard time undoing the knot. So the knot is an impressive system, impressive method to join two pieces of string or to put a knot in the middle of a string. So the knot method is really impressive. But as I said, what impresses me most is the very idea that it would be possible to join two pieces of string in such a way. That conception, the very idea that it's possible is what's most impressive about knots. How did some guy probably, how did he realize it would be possible and then proceed to find a method to do it? How could anyone even imagine it would be possible to do such a thing as joining two bits of string, because it seems completely impossible. There is no logical, um, there's no thing that would make you imagine it would be possible. I don't know of any example of such a knot. Maybe it was discovered by accident due to someone having to fiddle with two pieces of string, and then the idea struck. But I'm so impressed with a knot after struggling for 15 minutes to release these two pieces of string. I am so impressed that anyone could even imagine it would be possible to join two pieces of string that could be undone easily. How did anyone get that idea? I'm thinking it surely had to be an accident in joining two bits of string together, and then the idea struck. It just blows my mind that anyone could imagine it would be possible and then proceed to find a method. The idea itself is what is most impressive. It's just so incredible to imagine a solution to a problem that seems impossible. It just seems impossible. You got two straight bits of string. How would you conceive of the possibility of joining them together in some method that could then be undone easily? I don't understand how you got the idea for it in the first place. So there was some man way back in the day that invented the knot, and then the method is secondary. You find a method to do it and then do it. But the idea itself is utterly fantastic, completely amazing to even conceive, to imagine it would be possible. Then you find a way to do it, and that's very impressive as well. But it's not the most impressive thing about knots. A butterfly knot, I think it's called. It's just so incredibly impressive, and I suppose it defines humanity. This is why we're so successful. We conceive of ideas, we imagine possibilities, and then proceed to do it. But it's imagining of the possibility that I find most impressive. The very idea you could join two pieces of string together in such a style is just so completely amazing. And you gotta give humans credit for being able to do things. I mean, we go from butterfly knots to rocket engines that take us to the moon, to flying machines, to submarines. There's a number of things I get so impressed by when I start to think of how we could imagine it would be possible. And the space travel, underwater travel. Another thing that interests me, even though it's quite minor, are raincoats. You would think that if the rain falls down, then you get wet. That's just how it is. But somehow, some guy got the idea you could stay dry even though it's impossible to stay dry with a raincoat or an umbrella or something. It's just amazing how we get the idea. And I'm thinking there are some problems we have in society. I can't think of any right now, but some problem we want to solve, that someone will get the idea for a solution and then proceed to solve it. But it's the idea itself that is most impressive.